Hello everyone, and how are we doing? Trust we are doing great. And let me just position this camera properly. Good. Yep. Hello everyone, and welcome to Nurses Lecture Room. Hello. Hello. Just let me do this. Hello. Hello. Oh, that's too much. Hello everyone, and welcome to Nurses Lecture Room. Yeah. So if you're watching, just let me know where you're watching from. I'm just going to stay a few minutes. I'm just going to stay a few minutes before I start the conversation. Just going to stay a few minutes before I start the conversation. Hello, everyone, and how are we doing? It is a beautiful weekend, and I have been saying, "Oh, Messi, you're going to do this live. You're going to do this live. You're going to do this live." But I kept on procrastinating and kept on postponing it most times because when I'm ready to do the live, my child is not ready. And when my child is ready, probably I am not in the mood. Okay, I'll just reduce it a bit. Thank you. Hello? Okay, I think it is much better. It's no longer echoing, I guess. Yep. Sorry. Hello? Okay, I think this is much better now. So I'm always procrastinating. Like today, I'm going to do the live. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the live. Next tomorrow, I'm going to do the live. Tomorrow is not coming close. So I decided to come live today and say hello to everybody today. Happy Sunday with this little champ with me. Since I am ready, I was in the mood, but he had to wake up when I was in the mood. So I said, let me say hello to my followers. And hello, Flower. How are you doing? And trust you're doing great. I am the Kid Emperor. How are you doing? And trust you are doing great. Happy New Week, I'll say. Say hello. Say hello, JJ. Just say hello. How we are doing and trust we are doing great. For those that have been following us on our YouTube channel, you will notice that there are some recent changes on our videos we've been uploading on our YouTube channel. If you have been my follower for a very long period of time, you will notice that there is a lot of changes on our YouTube channel when it comes to content creation. In the sense that motherhood is now affecting the content I create. Not the quality, but my face appearing regularly. Yes. Motherhood is really dealing with me right now because my baby is still small and I have trust issues leaving him with someone. Yeah, I have trust issues. Let's put it that way. I'm still trying to gather the mind to like look for someone to look over the child while I do my thing. So it's not something I've gathered the full mind enough. Maybe when he's older, he's still young, so I have to focus all my attentions and all my day on him. You can see my earring just fell down. Okay. They said that's the beauty of motherhood. I was just agree. Okay, Flower said, very nice. Nice to see you, handsome boy. Thank you very much. So his face is, the mic is covering him. Say hello. Hello. Okay. So motherhood has actually affected I think when I gave birth to my daughter, it wasn't that difficult because it was just one child. But now it's two child. Sometimes when this one is a bit calm, the other one is awake. When this one is awake, the other one is a bit calm. So now my daughter is sleeping. She's napping, but Oga refused to nap at the same time with her. So whenever both of them, the two of them, are napping, it's much easier to do a lot of things. But it's very difficult for two of them to nap at the same time, for two of them to be sleeping at the same time, for two of them to be awake at the same time. So I get to do a lot and I have little or no time to come online to say hello to everybody. So over time, now the quality of my no, not the quality, but the outcome, the outlook of my videos actually change in the sense that my face is no longer showing. It's more or less like a voice note. that I use on my video, but the quality of the video remains the same in the sense that all your questions are being answered and uploaded. So most of my videos these days are usually not like usually from your questions, which I answered and upload. But these days, my face is no longer showing like it usually does. Because normally when I shoot my videos, I shoot with a face, everything comes up and you see me explaining. But these days, my YouTube channel, you just see some video editing write up and things like that popping. But your questions are also being answered. Okay? But your questions are also being answered. So that's one thing you should know. I am not just answering sorry, just checking this. Okay, so that was it. So if there is any question, I'm going to be taking questions as much as I can today, hopefully. If you're watching, just let me know where you're watching from on the comment section. Just let me know where you are watching from on the comment section. I'll be willing to answer you. And for all the mothers on watching and all the mothers on my timeline, I will appreciate your inputs on how you have been able to manage motherhood and being a career, especially for those that have experience in that aspect, because it's not really easy. Sometimes I want to blame my showing up on lack of, oh, how should I put it now? I want to blame my showing up on motherhood, and I also want to blame it. Okay, Messi, you don't plan your time properly. That's why. Sometimes I feel if I plan my time properly, I'll be more productive. But another time, I like it's not your fault, Messi. You don't have to blame yourself on inadequate time management. You just have to know that it's motherhood that's causing it. And the other time, I'm like, no, Messi, you have to plan your time properly. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do that. But most times it's easier said than done, especially with two kids, one toddler and one newborn that is not up to 6 months. So for me, I'll say it's not as easy as the world makes it seems. But we keep trying to show up, we keep trying to do our best, and we're super excited. Flower is from UK. Flower, how are you doing? Nice having you on my live on YouTube today. I think most people usually come live when I'm live. Most people usually show up in the evening from between 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's when most people usually show up on my live video. But for today, this is the time I have, and I decided to pop up and say hello to everybody on our YouTube and also on our Facebook, because I'm streaming on two platforms right now. I'm streaming on both the Facebook and also on our YouTube page. So feel free to drop a question on the comment section and feel free to say hello to Nurse Miss Mary and the baby. I'll be waiting for more questions today. I know I've not been live for a long period of time, but I'll be waiting for more questions on our various channels, both on Facebook and also on YouTube. Flower said, good, I have a question, please. Flower, please go ahead and ask your question. I am willing and ready to take all your questions today. For those that are here, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. And if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Messi Mary. I am a registered nurse, a registered midwife, and also I have a degree, a master's degree in public health. Yeah, in public health. So I talk about sex and reproductive health generally, but as time goes on, we keep expanding to other aspects of health. So I am planning on focusing also on mental health nursing because there is a lot of mental health issues on the rise right now. People are battling with depression, people are battling with anxiety, people are battling with PTSD. There is a rise in mental health issues as we speak. So very soon I'll be adding some mental health content on this YouTube channel, not just on sex and reproductive health, but also on mental health and some other health issues. So we have Ryan Raju. Raju, how are you? And trust you are doing great. So Raju said, I miss Mary. My baby was preterm baby, 31 weeks. Hence, we followed bottle feeding. Raju, your chat just left. Did you delete it? Okay, I've seen it. Say preterm baby, 31 weeks. Hence, we followed bottle feeding because he was unable to latch. But now, what happened is he rejects breastfeeding. What to do? So, generally, in terms of that bottle feeding, the bottle feeding is easier. Like most babies, if you start with bottle feeding with them, it's easier for them to just suckle and milk goes. But with breast milk, they might latch for some time before the milk starts coming out. So what I would advise is that keep giving the baby the breast as much as you can. But if it doesn't take much from the breast, you also do some express breastfeeding. So you make sure that, okay, the child is still getting breast milk because breast milk is more beneficial, though bottle feeding is still good, but breast milk is most beneficial. So you can use a pump, like a breast pump, to express milk from the breast. So while you are expressing milk from the breast, that will also increase your breast milk production too. And that will also give the baby opportunity to taste breast milk. The baby is used to the bottle feeding. So probably that's why the baby's like, what's this? This breast milk looks strange. So express from the milk from the breast, keep transfer it into the feeding bottle and give the baby through the feeding bottle. Be expressing from the breast and also be exposing the baby to your breast while doing that. I think that might also help, Raju. So that's what I'm saying, Raju. If you understand, I said you should express the breast milk. Express the breast milk and put it on the bottle. Use a pump or you can manually express. It takes time. So you can use the pump, transfer it into the feeding bottle and give the child. So first of all, find out if the child is even taking the breast milk. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, Raju. Raju, if you understand what I'm saying, just let me know. And if you have any further question, just let me know, Raju. If you understand what I'm saying, Raju, let me know. And if you have any further questions, just let me know. Hello, Sonia Angel from Facebook. How are you doing? Trust you are doing great. It's nice having you on our live today. Hey, Obigo Courage. That's a brother. Obigo Courage on Facebook. Happy Sunday. I wish you the same. So back to Raju. Raju said, I used breast pump from the day one. Now it's mixed feeding of formula and express milk. Does the baby take the express milk? Does he or she takes the expressed milk? Because sometimes once these babies are used to a particular kind of thing, it's actually difficult sometimes for them to swap or for them to get used to something else. So that might be the reason. Maybe the baby is used to, I'm trying to give recipe, but he keep on rejecting it. When you say recipe, what do you mean, Raju? How old is the baby now? How old is also he's 2 months. Okay, he's 2 months now. What recipe are you talking about? Okay, you understand. Okay, Raju. Oh, JJ, stop dragging my hair. Thank you, Miss Mary. You're welcome, Raju. Flower said, my wife complained. So we're going to be answering Flower's questions now on YouTube. So I'm going to be saying if I get a message from YouTube or Facebook. So on YouTube, I have a question from Flower. I guess he's he. He said, my wife complained that any part of her body I touch during romance or art will give her severe pains. And if I have sex, her body seems as if its things are moving, and as such, she feels like dying. Things like that could be psychological. Things like that could be psychological, like the mind. Yeah, that's what I feel. For her to feel any part of her body you touch gives her severe pain when you people are together, that could be psychological and not physical. It's not like a physical pain, it could be psychological pain. It could be from anxiety, it could be from a past experience or something. That is why she's feeling that way. So, in such a situation, I will advise either you speak with a therapist, probably a sex therapist, or and also you see a doctor. Because she said she complains like any part of her body you touched will give her severe pain. And if you want to have sex, her body seems as if something is moving, and as such, she feels like dying. For me, that is more of psychological than physical. That is more of psychological. So that's what I think, Flower. Probably she will need a psychotherapist. She could need someone to talk to. Why she feel that way? Has she had any previous experience? Was she abused? That's from my own perspective. That's what I'm thinking. So we have to find out if she was abused. Like, does she hate it? Why does she? So it needs a lot of questioning, needs a lot of answers to be able to know what help to provide. So that's what I feel. That's what I think, Flower. I think it's more psychological pain than physical pain. I think it's more of psychological than physical pain. Raju said, I'm sorry, that's a typo error. It's fine, Taraju. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say now, Raju. Say it, JJ. Baby, go back. So feel free to ask a question. That's why I'm live today. If I cannot take your question, probably JJ will be able to take your question. If I'm not able to take your question, JJ should be able to take your question. Raju said your baby is cute. Thank you very much, Raju. Thank you. How are you doing, Raju? And how's your baby? How are you coping? Is that your first child or your second child? I would like to know, Raju. And how are you coping after childbirth? Feel free to talk about it. Feel free to share your experience on the comment section. Okay. Today, I want to share. I want to share a story of what happened today. Like today, I woke up late. Normally, when I wake up, I started this programming of, oh, Messi, when you wake up, the first thing you have to do is to run on the treadmill. So I run on the treadmill, do some exercise, like aside running. The last time I ran, I usually run for like 15-20 minutes on the treadmill. But today, I ran for 5 minutes and I was breathing really fast as if I've run for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. God. I was like, what is happening? Then I remembered like I didn't really eat much last night before going to bed. That's one. And my eyes were like rotating. Right, turning me. You know what I mean by that? I was really feeling dizzy with the whole thing. So Raju said, "Is my second baby boy. I have your elder boy, another boy. He's 4 years old. I feel this baby is so much constipated because of mixed feeding. Sometimes he vomits a lot." Okay, in terms of that constipation, what I will advise is that um always follow the amount. You don't just guess to mix the baby's food. So each spoon has an amount of hot water or warm water you're going to put to it. Don't just do guesswork and just put the food and just put any amount of water you want. Sometimes some parents say, oh, the thicker the better for the baby. They want the baby to gain the nutrients, so they make the feed thicker. Instead of them to put a lot of water, they make it thicker. So when you put a lot, like little water, it becomes thicker, and that can make the baby feel constipated. So that is why it is advisable for you to follow the instruction of every baby food. You have to follow the instruction, sorry, of every baby food. So when you follow the instruction, it's easier. So they won't easily get constipated. But if you are doing it too thick, especially the feed, if it's too thick, that can actually make the baby constipated. I don't know if that helps, Raju. So if you've not been following the instructions on your baby food container or the bottle, I would advise you follow it. And when they say 1 spoon, they are not saying 1 spoon, you full it up, you level it. Don't press it. When you take the scoop, level it and turn. That's one. But some parents, they take it and you see some coming up, like it's extremely full. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So when you take, always level up the spoon before pouring it into the bottle. Because if you don't level up, you might be taking more than the normal spoon. So Raju, if you get what I'm saying, just let me know on the comment section. Raju, if you get what I'm saying, just let me know. If you understand the constipation and how it should be sorted out, just let me know, please, on the comment section. JJ? Feel free to drop your question. That is while I am here. Feel free to drop your question, okay? Bubba. Mm-hmm. Do you want to pull the mic down? Did you want to put the mic down? What are you doing? Say hello. Hello, everyone. My name is JJ. And my sister's name is Jojo. So feel free to ask your questions. I will be willing and ready to take your questions. All right? I still remain your favorite nurse, Nurse Mercy Mary. See the way he's looking at me like, what's this woman doing? What's this woman doing? What is she saying? Who is she talking to? Is she talking to herself? Yay. Okay, Flower says she has totally avoided me and now stays in a different room. She claims it's spiritual, and after 2 to 3 days of fasting, she becomes all right. She said it's not a doctor's issues. Can I do? That's what I'm saying. I know it's not a physical issue. I feel it's a psychological issue. It's a psychological problem. That's what I feel. It's psychological. She needs to speak with someone. Yeah, she needs to speak with someone before things get out of hand. She needs to speak with someone. It's psychological. But if she claims it's spiritual and after 2 to 3 days of fasting, she becomes all right. Okay, has she done the fasting and she became all right after 2 to 3 days of fasting? So that's one thing I want to ask you. After she did the fasting, did she become all right? Is that English? Yeah. Because things like that are not really physical, they are not medical, they are actually psychological, I would say, and from what she said, spiritual. Just let me know, Flower, if you still. Oh, thank you very much, Raju. I really appreciate. Thank you very much, Raju. Thank you very much, Raju. I really appreciate your thank you gift. I'm glad your questions has been answered, Raju. Please and please, Raju, don't forget to share and also comment. Share with your friends, not just your friends, to nursing mothers. Share on your status so that people know we are here to take their questions and provide answers to them when it comes to sex and reproductive health, and also the general health, fertility issues. We share what we know, and yeah. So most of the things I do and I say, especially when it comes to childbirth, are based on my theoretical knowledge as a midwife and also my personal experience as a mother. Yeah. This is my second child. I have two kids, a boy and a girl. Or a girl and a boy because the girl came first before the boy. So I shared these experiences, this I provide these answers based on my personal experience and also what I've studied in school. Feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I will be willing and ready to take them all. So, like I earlier said, I'll be trying to come more often live So I am able to take questions on the comment sections that I cannot take frequently. So you're gonna be seeing my faces more live in the evening from 8 o'clock, probably possibly with me and my child, because if he is not sleeping, I will have to bring him alongside on the live. So you're gonna be seeing my faces more from 8 o'clock to 9 p.m., 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. every day now, since I now have the confidence to bring him. So you're gonna be seeing me live. Make sure you keep your questions. If you have anybody around that has answers, that has questions, I mean, regards to their health, kindly let me know. So we have Flower that says, if I touch her again, she goes back to the same state according to her. Don't really know what to do at this stage. Flower, what I would advise you is, do you have an Instagram handle? I want you to send me a message. If there's a way I can speak to her, let me know her fears. Let me know what is really the issues. I can only provide answers based on what I feel it is. Then we can make referrals if need be. She might need to see a psychotherapist. Seriously, she might need to see a psychotherapist to actually help out at that particular moment. She needs to talk to someone that also has experience in regards to that. So what I can do is that if it's possible for me to talk to her, send me a message on my IG, then I will tell you how to go about it. And if she's willing to speak out, then you let me know. I will also talk to her in regards to that. So I can only talk to her based on what I know. Then hopefully she gets a bigger help in regards to that. Okay. Flo, I hope I've been able to answer your questions, and I hope I've been able to. Did you? Do you know what that means? All right. Thank you everybody for joining the live. We have to end the live now because I have to change somebody's diaper. You can see. So he just put I have to change his diaper now. Thank you very much for joining on our live. Hopefully, uh, it's 3:10 now, 3:10 p.m. now. But I will be coming back live by 8 p.m. When my daughter is going back to bed most times. So my life is going to be determined by my daughter because she usually sleeps in the evening at 10, at 8, I mean 8, 9, she's sleeping. So that's going to be when I'll be coming live more often to say hello to everybody. You're going to be seeing more of my faces and more of my face and Jason. He just pooped and I will have to change his diaper. So that brings us to the end of our life. And if you have like relatives that are worried about their health, they want to speak with someone, feel free to tell them to join our live at 8 p.m. every day. I've done the setup. This is more of what you're going to be seeing. I've done the setup, so you're going to be seeing me more often to take all your questions. So stay blessed. So it will be midnight for us. I'll miss your videos. Bye there. Bye, Raju. Thank you very much for always dropping a lot of cash for Mercy Mary. Thank you very much, Raju. So for those that have a lot of questions, like I last said, I will be going offline now. And I'm going to see you all by 8 p.m. today. 8 p.m. tonight. I'm going to be online to take as much questions as I can. All right. Seriously, I don't really want to start making excuses. Let me say this before I go. I don't want to use motherhood as an excuse for not doing what I love doing. Yeah. So that is why I have programmed my mind, and I have also said that no matter what happens, I am going to show up for my followers. I'm going to be showing up for my subscribers. Motherhood should not be an excuse why I should not do what I love doing, why I should not show up online, why I should not be dedicated, especially now I am not going to work and I am at home. So I have decided to always show up for all my followers. I have decided to come up and also take all your questions in regards to health and provide you useful guidance in regards to your health. So you're going to be seeing more of my faces often, and I'm going to be showing up from 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's going to be my live sections. And also you're going to be seeing my videos are still going to be coming up as usual with no differences. My videos are still going to be popping up as usual. So thank you very much for joining our live video, and I am going to be ending this live in 3, 2, and